Stand by. 60 seconds to air.
Standing by.
Activate ERS Global Radio Network Power Grid. Initiating power-up sequence.
ERS Global Radio Network coming online. Transmitter at 50%.
Commence affiliate uplink protocol. Establishing uplink. Connection established. The United States is now online. Canadian uplink connection established. United Kingdom uplink secured. Australia is now online. Slovakia online. South Africa is connected and online. ERS Global Radio Network is online.
Transmitter at maximum. Peak power is established and stable.
Microphones and headphones at full volume. The Electric Radio Show is now on the air.
Oh, hell we are!
All right. Yes, we are. We are back for another jam-packed electric radio show. It is freaking freezing out there.
Oh, my God.
I am so freaking cold right now that I'm warming myself up. See? Look at my hot cocoa.
I see that.
Oh, wow. Nice hot cocoa.
Bet you never saw hot cocoa with ice in it.
I'm telling you. No, the color orange. That's really cool.
Oh, yeah. Coming up on the big show this time around. Hey, you know what? I'm talking to you out there, could be the next lotto winner.
Absolutely.
D-Light, Sacred Owl,
Absolutely.
Andre, me, you. It's true. What kind of numbers you got, Dre?
Well, we're gonna go over all this, but just be excited.
Really?
That's my
All right,
little advice to you.
I'm going to turn on the excitement alarm. D-Light loves this bed. That's why I play it. So, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You could be the next lotto winner. Saved by beer?
Yeah.
Come on.
Saved by beer.
Get away. Because if that's the case, I should have been saved a long time ago.
Well, we're going to talk about a guy who actually was saved by beer.
Uh-oh.
Cool. I can deal with that.
Yep.
D-Light, you ever been saved by a beer?
I've been saved by lots of things, but not a beer.
Have you ever done anything because of a beer?
Let's not answer that.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
You know, I got a story that there was a few people that built this gigantic snowman.
Yeah?
Oh, and it was a big surprise in the snowman. I'm going to tell you about that story. We still have no news, by the way. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure out what the hell we're going to do in that bed right there.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what we're going to do. We still have no news.
We do have applicants.
I was just getting ready to say.
Yep.
I had a couple. Cum si, cum sa. They were all right, you know.
Yeah.
However,
I like some of them.
there's one standout for me that could be our next news guy.
Really?
There was a couple of ladies in there. StudioERS@gmail.com. Ladies, come on, send them in. We are seriously getting applicants to be the next news person.
Yep, they're coming in.
Ladies, it was one in there. She was okay. It was a little stiff, but there's one guy that, you know, he's a little stiff.
Yep.
But he kind of softened up toward the end of the news.
Maybe we could play a quick little clip.
I don't know. We can play a clip.
We'll see.
I didn't get his permission to do that.
Oh, okay.
Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac is here. How you doing, Q?
I'm doing great.
You're freezing your chalupa off?
Hey, well, now I'm back to doing my videos again, so I'm pumping them up. So.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, while I'm home, I'm just
Real
pumping them
talk?
up. Yep, Real Talk's back.
Real Talk with Sacred Owl. You can hook that up if you just go to theelectricradioshow.com. Listener email, social shout-outs. Guess what? This is just getting started. We call this Thrill Ride, the Electric Radio Show.
Greetings. Welcome to the show.
Since you've been good, you get it early.
Let's
Let's get it started.
What day is that?
They should get together, form a show, and they'll have the lowest rated show of all time.
It's hurtful and true.
Say what?
You don't get no better show than this.
It's too early for this. Too early for this?
Showtime. Come on.
The Electric Radio Show. TheElectricRadioShow.com.
It's my favorite show.
Welcome back.
What day is that?
Friday. Let's get started.
Is this the show?
It's my radio show today.
Your show? This is my show.
Oh, awkward moment.
What is the show?
It's the #1 show in America.
No, it's not.
Is this some sort of a joke?
That show is so dumb.
Let's agree to disagree.
Agreed?
Agreed.
What time do you have?
The time is now.
It's showtime.
The Electric Radio Show. We have wires. We have electricity. Don't get us wet.
You guys are so sexy and funny. Oh, here's your coffee. Have a great show.
You're listening to The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. It's time to give you a look into our lives with What's Up, D-Light. Quick, go, 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 go.
Well, do you notice that?
Damn, you're slow.
You notice that Betty White is back here in the studio without her chia fro.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Wow.
Moldy Betty.
Yeah, her chia pet hair just got all moldy, and I decided to just get rid of it. But I really like her, so she's going to stay here in the studio.
I have to honestly say, D-Light sent me a picture of Betty White with the chia fro. Mm-hmm. She looked like Felicia from Friday.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
It wasn't good.
It was
Maybe
terrible.
you should try like different seeds in there.
I'm just going to
grow different things.
I just think that she looks nice here, sitting on the console, without all the chia head stuff on
All
her.
right, so your What's Up is either going to be Betty White bust or bad head. What do you think, Dre?
I'm going with Betty White bust.
Come on, Dre.
Bad head.
Q.
Bad head.
There you go. Your What's Up is bad head. Dre, what do you got?
My daughter has pink eye.
Oh, man. That's
Do you have it?
No, I don't have
I was
it.
just ready to kick you out of the studio.
I was going to say, you're pretty sty for a white guy.
I do not have it. However, my wife has it. She got it.
So you are most assuredly going to get it.
No, I don't think so. I've been keeping my distance, been doing pretty good, and I wear contacts, so I have a little bit of a protection.
I don't know.
All of a sudden, my eyes itch.
Yeah.
Oh, my
No,
God.
boy.
No, I'm good. I don't have it.
All right. Your What's Up is pink eye for the white guy. Q.
Man, it is cold out here.
It is, as we say in New York, up in New England, they say it's brick.
It's what?
Brick.
Yeah, brick.
I never heard that before.
You've never been to New England.
I have. I've never heard that, though.
I've been to New England, Massachusetts especially, so many times they call it brick. It is, New Yorkers say it's cold as balls.
Right.
So, Q, what have you been doing, man?
Well, I tried to get my car out of this spot, and it kept going. And I had this, you know what? I got to give it to the sanitation department in my town.
Why, they dump garbage in your car?
No, they actually all got together and pulled me out.
Oh, okay.
And I got to give them mad props. So, got to give them way good kudos because they helped me out of an icy, snowy thing, And I have snow tires, and I couldn't get out of there.
Wait a minute. Garbage guys help you out of an icy, snowy thing?
Yeah, this morning. Mm-hmm. Yes, it did.
All right.
Why, you got a problem with that?
Yeah.
I
What's your
don't
problem
like the way
with
it sounded.
I'm just saying, it was an icy, snowy thing.
All right, so your What's Up is high five to the garbage guy.
There you go.
Mine is, I'm going to tell you, man, I do a ton of driving. Tons. These guys will tell you tons of driving. If it snows like it did here, do me a favor, and if you have a car or a truck, clean the GD snow off the top of your car.
That's true.
But it's too cold.
It's irresponsible.
It's too cold.
Because I'm going to tell you what. I'm going down. For those of you not in New York, there is a main arterial that goes from Albany to New York City called the Thruway. Okay? I'm going down the Thruway, and there is a car. It's not even an SUV or a truck or any. It's a car with 1.5 feet of snow.
That's crazy.
On the roof.
That's crazy.
Which I'm telling you right now is unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy.
And here's the rub. 70 miles an hour, we're going down the Thruway, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just back off this guy because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. And probably about another 5 or 10 miles down the road, it was a while, this thing came off the top of his car, or her car, flew up in the air. I was already in the brakes, hit the road, and a chunk of this thing the size of a basketball went up underneath my car, and I felt it throughout the whole rumble. It was ice.
Wow.
If I was any closer, that thing could have come through my windshield and killed me.
Right.
It could have.
It could kill somebody. Clean off your damn car. And I'm talking about the roof, everything. These guys in here will tell you that I'm pretty responsible. When I clean off the snow off my car, even Andre will tell you, we were at the radio station one day, and we had at least a foot of snow drop during the morning show. I was down to the paint.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, if you go outside right now, Andre's got snow on the top of his car.
Probably.
I wouldn't doubt that.
But I'm going to tell you right now, it's irresponsible. You can kill somebody with that. It can actually go through the windshield of a car and kill somebody. It pisses me off to no end. Well, you know, big trucks, tractor trailers, they can go into a truck stop. They have this thing that you drive your truck underneath, and it scrapes the snow off the top of the trailer.
Right.
Because obviously, I did know a truck driver that carried a 14-foot ladder in the back of his truck. And when it snowed, he pulled out this A-frame ladder, and he would go up there and knock the snow off the roof of the trailer.
Right.
Because it could kill somebody.
Yes, it can.
You got to be responsible in the winter. So there you go. I'll get down off my soapbox.
Okay.
On to fun stuff. What's coming up next? Normally the headlines, but who the hell knows? It's on the Electric Radio Show.
Don't drive behind me.
You've done everything to keep them out of your life. Dating, online, through friends. But what about at work?
Hey, Kathy, how's it go?
New At Work Creep Repellent. Because a lot of guys you work with are really creepy.
I just wanted the presentation for the meeting.
You know what they want.
Hey, Kathy, what'd you do to Bob?
New At Work Creep Repellent. Because face it, all guys are just creepy.
The Electric Radio Show.
Yeah, it gets me in the zone. It kind of like tunes everything else out for me.
The hottest radio show on the planet.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Normally, we would have our news guy here, but we have no news guy. Brokejaw moved to Tahiti. Nobody's heard from him since. But you know what? We want your submissions, and it's studioers@gmail.com. And put subject line, new news person. It's simple, just like that. What do you think? Should we play this?
Yeah, I mean, this was a real submission.
This was genuine.
And, you know, first and foremost, thank you for your submission. Thank you for all your submissions. We got a lot of these.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play one of the submissions
right now
that came through.
All right, hit the bed. All right, here we go. Hit it.
Good evening. We begin today with news from Mexico. Mexican authorities found a 32-foot-long tunnel underneath the U.S.-Mexican border. The injury was found in Nogales, Sonora, Mexico, and the tunnel came out in Nogales, Arizona, which is right on the border south of Tucson. They believe the tunnel might have been used for illicit acts, such as drug smuggling, although it is still under investigation.
All right, let's cut to the chase.
And that's it for this week's headlines. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Studio ERS and our website, theelectricradioshow.com.
All right, here we go. Play them out.
Yeah.
All right. There you
Let's
go.
give it a
All right.
round.
Yeah. Give him a round of applause, man.
You know, first of all,
let's take votes. Dre?
First of all, I just want to say once again, thank you for your submission.
Yes, absolutely. And that's just one. We got a ton
of them,
these.
and we haven't gone through them. We haven't listened to them yet, but there's a ton that were sent to us.
Now, if you remember, first off, let me just say, he's got a great voice for delivering the news, hardcore news. And dude, let me tell you something. If we were doing hardcore news, you'd be our news guy.
Yeah,
definitely.
Without a doubt.
But Broke Jaw just had something about him.
Well, he took a comedic approach to
I don't
real
know
headlines
how he did
and
it.
stuff. I don't know how he did it either.
The guy was godlike in my eyes.
I'm saying he stayed lit. That's how he did it.
Oh. D-Lay, what do you think?
I think that if we were going with a serious news segment, he would be good. A good fit.
Great.
Yeah.
But I think that we're probably looking for a little bit more of,
You need to light the brevity of the whole thing.
And edginess. You need a little edginess,
I mean, Broke Jaw, for whatever reason, had the je ne sais quoi.
Yeah. It was fun.
Isn't it great that I come up with these things drinking this orange
juice? That's a pretty incredible.
It was hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate. There you go.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden my Bixby woke up on my phone.
Yeah.
Bixby.
And she's talking. She's repeating everything that we're saying.
Somebody better shut Bixby up. That's all I'm saying. So listen, we want to thank you for your submission.
Thank you again. Absolutely. That was really
I honestly think it was really good. If we were doing hard-hitting news, totally, you'd be the news guy.
As a matter of fact, maybe I'll forward that demo on to some people I know.
Send that demo off to
because we know a lot of radio people and
our
stuff.
affiliates.
Yeah.
Send it off.
I am.
You know, here's the thing. When you send your demo to us, just like that, just like Steven, put a little bit of a twist, a little bit.
Yeah.
Give that news story a punchline. Personality. Like, this dude is total straight up news.
Yeah.
Total.
Right.
He's Tom Brokaw.
Ooh, Tom Brokaw.
We had Tom
Remember him? Yeah.
Brokaw.
Right, Brokaw.
Which is different. I have somebody that I pulled, and I counted last submission count that I had. I was at 372.
Wow.
Was there that many?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the count that I had.
Holy cow.
I had one guy, and it's a guy, he stood out among the rest. I'm kind of leaning towards him.
All right.
We're going to give you guys another full week. We're not going to announce until next show who we have.
Okay.
And then it will be the following show to when that news person debuts.
That's good because it gives people a chance to get it.
You got a couple of weeks to get this done.
Absolutely.
So if you want your submission to be considered to be the new ERS headlines person, studio ERS@gmail.com, subject line news person. I can't tell you. It's crazy the amount that we got. That was just one that we played for you. I can't play them all because this bit's running long already. Coming up, you could be the next lotto winner. Andre's going to tell you how. On the way on the Electric Radio Show.
This is breaking news.
This just in. The saying, what goes up must come down, is completely reversible after a heavy night of drinking.
This has been breaking news.
It's the Electric Radio Show. You could be the next lotto winner. Andre's going to tell you how.
Yes. Please. Now, this is really cool. Okay, so you know when you win the lotto?
No.
Well, I don't.
Well, not that any of us have ever won the lotto.
Not a
Honest
clue
to God.
here.
But
Not a clue.
You see the people on TV when they win the lotto and they're holding the big check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So a guy in Des Moines, his name is Tyler Heap. And he showed up at an Iowa lottery headquarters. This is last week to collect his winnings on a scratch-off ticket worth
how much?
$1. What? He won $1.
They made him go to the...
Obviously, no, he didn't. He could have just went in at the 7-Eleven or something and, cashed it in. But he didn't want to do that. Instead of cash, he asked for a check. One of those big, giant checks that people win when they get $1 million.
Really?
Maybe he could be the next news guy.
Maybe. Well, without even blinking, they actually did it for him.
Sure,
they gave him one of those big checks with the dollar on it. They printed it out and they gave it to him, and they brought it out to him, and they took his picture and everything.
Where?
So this is why I say anybody could win. You could win the lotto. You could be the big check winner.
I was busy doing board stuff. Where is the location?
This was. I'm sorry that I bored you.
No, not bored.
Iowa.
Like faders and everything. Iowa.
Yeah, this was in Des Moines.
Yeah, where they got nothing to do. That's okay.
Well, it could be. So long, affiliates in Iowa.
Tyler says that. Yeah, really. Tyler says that they treated him just like they would have treated $1 million winner.
That's good, though.
And the whole experience was pretty cool, he says.
Well, if he's happy.
He already blown through all the money, by the way.
Just getting there.
He used his $1 towards gas. So he didn't get much gas.
I want to see if somebody tries that with the New York State Lottery Commission.
But this guy did it, and I don't see why, nobody else would.
New York State Lottery Commission be like, get out of here.
Yeah, that check cost $10.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine if somebody in New York, New Jersey, tri-state?
I don't know.
We'll try that.
Iowa. I'm gonna.
I can see it in Iowa.
I'm gonna try this next time I win $1. I'm gonna take it in. I want to see if they give me a big check.
Where's the lottery office around here? Is it up in Albany?
Yes.
No,
there's one right here. That's close to it.
Oh, is there?
Very close. Yeah.
All right. I know Andre 20 years. You've done some crazy stuff before.
I have done some crazy stuff.
I don't care what denomination you win on a scratch off. Dude, if you win it and you do this, you have to get audio, at very least audio.
I would like to get a picture of me with the big check, and we could, post
for like
it.
$2.
So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see.
Try it. See what happens.
You're gonna get your ass arrested.
I still say
he won't get
it's
arrested.
not illegal to ask.
I think the New York State Lottery Commission is going to tell you to get the F out.
I'm gonna even take this story into them.
Yes,
I'm gonna tell them.
Save the story.
I'm gonna say, listen, there was a guy in Iowa who did this, and I want the big check.
Totally do it, dude. If I win $1 on a scratch off, I'll give it to you.
Give it to me, and I'll go in.
If you do that, dude, it would be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it framed, the picture and everything. We're gonna hang it up. We're gonna hang it in the studio.
Anybody can win the next lottery.
I'm gonna prove it.
Andre's gonna prove it. Dude, if you pull it off in New York, it'll be the best thing ever. Coming up in just a little bit, great tune in the Underground Spotlight. Dying, what does that say? Dying Fear. Dying Fear from Jared and the Mill.
Yeah,
I don't have my glasses
really
on.
Good song.
It's a great tune.
Yeah. Good
great
stuff.
tune. That's 2 in a row that we've had. That's really, really good. And Snowman Surprise coming up.
Oh, boy.
This is really cool, too. D-Light's got the Hollywood Hotwire all coming up on the Electric Radio Show. Hang out.
With a break between the playoffs and the Super Bowl this weekend, there's no football. Man's strength and perseverance will be tested. How does one survive without classic gridiron action? Well, you could referee how well your wife makes lunch.
Flag on the play. You put mayo on my sandwich. That's a $15 shopping penalty.
You could bring football appetizers to a family function.
Hey, I brought some pigs in a blanket. Also, super sorry for your loss. He was a great guy.
These are just a couple of ways to survive a weekend without football.
Hey, wait a second. What about the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, like I said, there's no real football this weekend.
Let me see what you can do.
You're listening to the Electric Radio Show.
On air. And that's just how we do it.
Online. TheElectricRadioShow.com.
Feel the power.
It's so cold.
Early this morning, O'Hare International canceled about 5% of flights.
Hey, look, you guys, it's snowing.
The cold air is in place. The wind makes it feel like 15 below.
It's all causing major flight delays and cancellations.
We're just hanging, chilling, a little bit of illin'.
There is ice under that snow.
It is so cold, Charlie Sheen was thankful for the burning and the itching.
We just reported 10 inches of snow. It's yet another polar vortex. Are you ready for that?
And I challenge you to a snowball fight.
Quite a coating of ice all over this car that was left out overnight.
Some parts could see up to 1/4 of an inch of ice.
Why don't you go on outside and make snow angels?
Much of the country is dealing with dangerously freezing cold weather. It's so cold.
The cold has now spread to my special place.
Looks like it's a little cold out there, huh?
And we got 10 inches of snow.
You will freeze your nipples off.
Rubbing frozen dirt in your crotch is wrong. Hey, I don't want to be right.
I have no feeling in my fingers or penis, but I think it was worth it.
The winter.
Yeah, it's really chilly out here.
It's friggin' cold. It's friggin' cold. I'm frozen just like a Totino's pizza roll. It's friggin' cold. It's friggin' cold. I'm pooping fudgesicles, Slurpee comes out of my pee hole. I love some snow, a white Christmas, but let's be honest, this is friggin' ridiculous. 'Cause it's friggin' cold, it's friggin' cold. I've hooked up the block heater straight to my hole. It's friggin' cold, it's friggin' cold. My junk is shrunk up, I'm hung like a 3-year-old. I've got my glove, scarf, and wool hat, while Rosie O'Donnell's in a cave hibernating and living off of her fat. Like a big friggin' large lesbian bear. It's friggin' cold, it's friggin' cold. I ain't Santa Claus, this ain't the friggin' North Pole. It's friggin' cold, it's friggin' cold. But not nearly as cold as the career of Judge Reinhold. Yes, we know that it's winter, yes, we're quite aware of this. So tell Al Gore that global warming is a bunch of friggin' bull. It's friggin' cold, it's friggin' cold, it's friggin' cold.
A powerful winter storm across the nation's midsection is dumping record amounts of snow, stranding motorists.
Kansas City has a foot of snow and winds of 45 miles per hour.
We're going to Vancouver.
Heck your winter coat. We're going to Canada's warmest city.
Snow Day!
The largest snowstorm the city has seen.
The cleanup continues in the Northeast. Wet, heavy snow from Maryland to Maine.
More than a foot of snow has fallen in parts of southwest Missouri. 13 inches of snow has fallen in Tulsa.
Looks like tomorrow I'll be shoveling 10 feet of global warming.
My butt really hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it's clenched and will not release.
It's the electric radio.
All right.
What did you say? Talking about her butt being clenched right there.
What does that have to do with the rest of the winter?
Well, it's that cold.
A downhill skier. See how it all ties in? Damn, it is cold. Cold here. Man, just we didn't get a lot of snow off the last storm. Not geographically right here.
Right.
Across the Hudson River, a foot.
Yeah, and it was a lot colder last week.
Yeah, and then south of us got nothing, like zero, not even a snowflake this last storm.
Weird, right?
Very, very weird. Coming up in the Underground Spotlight, we have Jared and the Mill, Dying Fear. That is a great tune. It's straight ahead on the Electric Radio Show.
Cold snow and ice. Winter's the season I don't love. My skin's got frostbite. my windshield nearly all the time. Then slip on my steps and fall on my behind. I'm out in the cold, shoveling all day. Spend the whole winter plowing my driveway.
It pumps me up. It makes me happier. It makes me dance. Makes people laugh at me while I'm dancing when they walk in. But I do it.
If it's upbeat, it gives me energy.
We love this show.
The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Turn on that spotlight, Dre. Flip the switch.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't feel anything this time.
Good.
You got the right switch.
I've heard that before.
No, it's button. You got the right
okay.
button.
I gotcha.
There you go. It's the Underground Spotlight. It gives you guys the chance to be front and center on the Electric Radio Show. All you have to do is go to theelectricradioshow.com, click on the banner for the Underground Spotlight, fill out all the details, get us a copy, whatever you're pimping, and you can be just like Jared in the Mill. It's a great tune.
Yeah, this is a good one.
2 straight weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
This is Dying Fear from Jared in the Mill on the Underground Spotlight on the Electric Radio Show.
Running through a field, golden as the sun. You were telling me how I lost you to the gun. So playing on the rooftops and swimming past the break. Chaos has consumed you. Wild till the break. But you played with your hair and said that you didn't care. Look was colder with every stare. So where, love, should I go from here? Do I keep on throwing stones until you disappear? Who, love, should I go to here? Do I keep on forcing breath into this dying fear? So looking past the windows, taller than the trees, you demand the questions, but can't provide a thing. It's pretty as a picture, lighter on your feet. Oh, you profess the answers, as long as I don't see. What's life without the fun? It's never harder than the moment you gotta run. So where, love, should I go from here? Do I keep on throwing stones until you disappear? Love, should I go to here? Do I keep on forcing breath into this dying fear? This dying. I swore I'd never change, 'cause after love like yours it's hard to stay the same. Between the two of us I'd always take your side, but that's a testament to all my broken pride. My pride. So where, love, should I go from here? Do I keep on throwing stones until you disappear? Who, love, should I go to here? Do I keep on forcing breath into this dying fear? Oh, where, love, should I go from here? Do I keep on throwing stones
go.
All right.
All right. That's Jared and the Mill. Dying Fear.
Good stuff.
It's a good tune, man.
I like it.
I like that sound. There's like, dude, I'm hearing like Dave Matthews.
Yeah, Dave Matthews.
Bruce Hornsby.
Yeah,
remember Bruce Hornsby
really?
in the range?
Absolutely.
Lyrically, Bruce Hornsby, Dave Matthews for sure. A lot of influence in there. I like
Good
that
stuff.
a lot, man. It was
Love
a great
that.
tune. Once again, that's Dying Fear from Jared and the Mill. If you want to be just like them, all you got to do is simply go to theelectricradioshow.com, fill out all the deets. Could be you coming up next. Speaking of coming up next, Snowman Surprise.
All right.
It's on the way on the Electric Radio Show.
Researchers claim that traces of fecal matter remain in underwear that is washed in cold water. But washing with hot water takes longer, costs more, and wastes energy. Thankfully, the good folks at Tide have the solution. It's Tide with Fabulous Fecal Fighter. Tide with the new powerful Fecal Fighter also allows you to wash those toxic tidy-whities in cold water. And at the end of the cycle, there's not even a trace of embarrassing skid marks. Tide with Fecal Fighter will get your boxers and briefs so clean, you'll be tempted to use them on the kitchen table in place of your napkins. So say goodbye to bacteria-laden skid marks forever and pick up a box of Tide with Fecal Fighter today. Because when it comes to your underwear, Tide really does give a crap.
It's the Electric Radio Show. You know, sometimes if you decide to be a total jackass, karma isn't going to wait to teach you a lesson. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of jackasses out there. There's a guy named Corey Lutz, and he's from Petersburg, Kentucky. And over the weekend, he and his fiance and her sister built this big, gigantic snowman in the yard.
Okay.
I mean, we've all seen them. People do it all the time, especially around here. Well, apparently on Monday, someone was driving by, saw the snowman, and decided that, guess what? They were going to turn around and they were going to run it over.
Oh,
why?
Come on.
Because people are dicks, that's why. But what this person that turned around didn't realize, I love this. The snowman was built over a gigantic tree stump. So when Corey got home, he saw fire trucks in his driveway, and he saw tire tracks leading up to the snowman and a bumper-shaped dent in the snowman, which was against the stump. Which means that somewhere in the town, there was a person with a jacked up bumper.
That
all
sucks.
from randomly trying to destroy a stranger's snowman on their own property.
Wow.
That's from Fox 8 in Cleveland.
I have a similar story to that.
Really?
Yeah. My neighbor, this is going back years ago. Actually, when I was...
Oh, wait a minute. Is this the Grinch?
No.
Oh, okay.
When I was in high school, this is how far back this goes. There was one of my friends, maybe not a close friend, but a good acquaintance. He would come flying down the road just about every other day and nail this dude. Oh, sorry. I just hit the microphone.
Nail the microphone?
He would nail the microphone. He would nail this dude's garbage cans, and they'd go boom, flying everywhere.
That's
and
messed up.
Kind of drive off. So after it happened, like a good 6-7 times, the guy who was my neighbor, he filled the garbage cans with these big, heavy rocks. And this kid came flying down the road and boom, hit and it totaled his car. Completely totaled his car.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what is he going to say?
Nothing.
He can't say anything.
He's hitting the guy's garbage cans.
Do you know, back in the day, kids used to go and play mailbox baseball.
Yeah.
We used to call it swarping back in the day. Do you realize that's a federal offense?
Well, yeah.
If you
To
destroy somebody's mailbox, that's a federal offense.
As it is to destroy mail. Somebody's mail.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, you figure, all right, I'm not tearing up somebody's mail. I'm just hitting the box it goes in. But the box says U.S. mail on it.
Right.
Which is technically property of the U.S. government.
Right.
That's a federal offense.
That's right.
So, hey, look, man, who would have thought to build a gigantic snowman around a tree stump? It's awesome. And I think good. The guy that got his car wrecked, good for you. Stay off people's property.
Stay on the road.
There you go. Coming up next, D-Light's going to give you all the deets, what's going down in Tinseltown. It's the Hollywood Hotwire on the Electric Radio Show.
When it's cold outside and a zesty session is your only way of keeping warm, reach for UGG condoms. UGG condoms, they're fashionable and effective. Made with double-layered sheepskin with fleece on the inside and a tan surface on the outside. For her pleasure, now you can enjoy protection from the elements and from STDs. UGG condoms. If you experience dryness, itching, or burning, extra lubrication may be necessary.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's see what's going on in Hollywood. It's the Hollywood Hotwire with D-Light.
All right, taking a look around the internet at what's trending in Hollywood. This week, we're actually going to focus on a few lists that recently came out.
Like addresses and where celebrities live?
No, like lists of things.
Okay.
So our first list is, it's winter, so what better way to kill some time until spring than to binge watch some TV shows? Well, E! has given us a list of the most underrated TV shows available on Netflix that we must binge watch now.
Underrated?
That's what it says.
Okay. What's the underrated list?
In no particular order, The Good Place, Schitt's Creek.
Oh, dude, have you ever seen that?
It's terrible.
Wait, what?
Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek. It's really not good.
It's SCHITTS.
Oh, okay.
Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
It's on Netflix.
It is. And it stars, what's his name from?
The guy from American Pie.
And Second City Television. That's what it's called.
All right.
Hey, man, it's on TV.
Arrested Development, Shameless.
Could be coming up next.
Shameless. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, The Twilight Zone, That 70s Show,
which I love,
Gossip Girl, and 30 Rock.
Do you know I'm on my second time through, consecutive, of MASH?
Well, that's not on Netflix, so that didn't
No,
make the
but
list.
that's my winter binge watch. Like, I watched, forget the name of the final episode, Goodbye, Farewell,
Amen.
Amen, of MASH, and I went right back to the pilot.
Really?
Straight back to the pilot.
That's
second
cool.
time through.
Do you know that MASH episode is still the most watched television episode of all time?
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Totally.
All right, so have you ever wondered who the most difficult actors to work with in Hollywood are? Screen Rant has compiled a list after anonymously polling Hollywood insiders. You ready for the top 5?
Yeah.
All right. Number 5, Chevy Chase. No surprise here. He is the only former SNL cast member to have been banned from ever returning to SNL. A number of respondents called him rude, offensive, antagonistic, and publicly critical of projects he works on.
Wasn't it last year? Didn't you have a story that some guy kicked Chevy Chase on the thruway?
Yeah, and they had an altercation. He pulled over.
Yeah, that's right.
And the guy didn't know who he was.
And the guy kicked him.
He's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Number 4, Dustin Hoffman.
I believe that too.
Apparently, Dustin's not rude, but his insistence of redoing perfectly good takes has rubbed more than a few Hollywood insiders the wrong way.
Really?
That's what it said.
Well, I could see him being a little bit of a diva.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. Yeah.
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 Definitely.
Charlie Babbitt. Charlie Babbitt's a diva.
That was a great movie.
He's also a Scientologist. Scientologists are divas.
Number 3, Russell Crowe. Though talented, he's apparently easily riled up during productions and retreats to his trailer, causing lengthy delays in filming.
Really?
That's what it says.
Eating a pack of ballpark Franks? Come on.
Number 2, definitely not one of my favorite people, Gwyneth Paltrow. She has been described as stuck-up, unpleasant, moody, and cold.
She's consciously coupled to cold.
Yeah. So any guesses as to who number 1 is?
For being...
difficult.
Tom Cruise.
Nope.
No, really? That was going to be my guess.
I wouldn't think he's very difficult.
No,
he's like a perfectionist, like Justin.
No, mine would be Christian Bale.
Nope.
Really? All right.
All right.
Dre?
I have no idea.
Apparently, it's Edward Norton. Norton is described as a control freak, and it's been claimed by many people that he's at least attempted to direct and rewrite nearly every film he stars in.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
He was in that movie with De Niro. I think it was called The Heist.
Oh, The Heist. Yeah.
Edward Norton portrayed somebody that was special needs, but he really wasn't. And it was the whole thing was to play this whole angle to where they were going to rob this place.
Yeah.
And I thought Edward Norton was brilliant.
Yeah, that
in
was
this
a good movie.
But knowing that, I don't know. Kind of turned off to him a little bit.
Well, our last list in 2018, who do you think were the highest paid TV actors?
Me.
Yeah. According to Forbes, it's all Big Bang Theory and Modern Family actors. Sofia Vergara from Modern Family leads the pack, earning $42.5 million last year.
Well, she's got, $42.5 million, so that's $21 million aside.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
21 and a quarter aside.
Jim Parsons comes in second at $26.5 million. He's from The Big Bang Theory. Johnny Galecki from Big Bang comes in at $25 million. Kaylee Cuoco from Big Bang, $24.5 million.
Kaylee Cuoco is very hot.
And finally, we get to someone who's not on either one of those shows. Ellen Pompeo from Grey's Anatomy, $23.5 million.
Wow.
So I don't watch either of those shows. Do you guys?
No. I have never seen a single episode of either one of those shows.
My dad loves Big Bang Theory, but I've never seen it.
Oh, sorry, D.
We're in the wrong business.
I watched it.
I met some guy from the Big Bang Theory at a con. Took picture with him and everything. And they're like, oh my God, that's... I don't even remember his name because I'd never seen the show. That's from Big Bang Theory. And I'm like, I've never seen the show, but he was a cool dude.
So these are the lists that are trending this week in Tinseltown. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Electric Radio Show.
Coming up in just a little bit, Saved by Beer.
Yes.
And
Can't
get
wait,
this.
can't wait.
This ought to interest at least Q. Xbox versus PlayStation.
Oh, I would love to hear that.
Is it the game console? Is it the games? Is it the gamer themselves? Get all the deets coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
We made it to the weekend.
It is a national holiday in our minds.
It's really the greatest day of all time.
And we're going to have lots of fun.
Okay, let's go have some fun.
Yeah!
Let's give it a shot. Far out and solid and right on.
Boy, are we gonna have fun.
It's Friday, no wonder they're all on their feet.
Gotta live life for today, you know?
And we're having those shots of Jaeger.
Then tequila shots.
Come on, buddy. Get groovy, get funky. Let's go.
It's Friday.
Now that's terrific news.
Pretty freaking cool, huh?
Bone-chilling temperatures and frigid winds blowing across the U.S.
It feels colder in Chicago with a wind chill of -10 than on the surface of Mars.
Are we going to be warm?
The negative double-digit temperatures felt across much of the Midwest and Northeast are breaking century-old records.
It's so cold.
Booyah.
60 degrees below zero.
The winter.
Every state, except Hawaii, had at least one area reporting a below freezing temperature this morning.
The cold has now spread to my special place.
From South Texas to Canada and from Montana to New England.
That's gotta hurt.
Oof.
Holy crap.
It's ridiculous.
It is colder today in Dallas, Texas than it is in Anchorage, Alaska.
America's Ice Age had begun.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
A winter mess in West Texas and the Panhandle.
Your shorts are supposed to be longer than your underwear.
One of the more satisfying things you'll do at a radio station, and one of the more frustrating, is radio station production. You're going to kill me for this, but I gave you the wrong phone number. You're going to have to do it again.
You gotta be kidding me.
Born to be alive. Born to be alive.
You just gotta be kidding me.
You got to be kidding me.
You have got
to be kidding me.
Let me tell you about this guy I know, Jack. Mean kid, bad seed, hurt people. I like him already.
Yes, we were born. Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts. Should play the D's nuts thing right after that. Coming up in a little bit, Andre's going to tell you how you can get saved by a beer. Listener emails on the way. He's all primed up and ready to go. The Zodiac Maniac Sacred Owl's on the way with all the metaphysics.
You all right over there, Jack?
Metaphysics.
All right.
Xbox versus PlayStation.
Interesting.
That is next on the Electric Radio Show.
Hey, meth users, tired of rotting brittle teeth? Every time you cook up a delicious batch of methamphetamine on the stove, your teeth are at risk. Sure, everyone loves a twitchy drug addict, but very few will enjoy your nonstop rambling with blackened shards of rotting teeth. That's why there's new Methadent. Methadent methamphetamine comes with cavity-fighting fluoride plus dual whitening protection. Now, whether you're on your knees for 3 hours scrubbing the dirt from your bathroom tile or awake for 3 days picking the imaginary bugs from your skin, Methadent is hard at work saving what's left of your remaining tooth. Methadent. Just because you've stopped eating is no reason you can't have kind of a smile.
You already know what it is. I'm telling you.
You're listening to the Electric Radio Show.
On air and turn it up online. Watch it, Pam.
TheElectricRadioshow.com. Come join the party.
Feel the power.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Come on, guys, get with the program. Thank you very much out there. All right. Xbox, PlayStation.
Yes.
Q.
Yes, sir.
Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm a PlayStation guy.
You?
Oh, yeah.
So am I. Dre?
Well, I don't have either, but I like PlayStation.
PlayStation?
Yeah.
D-Light.
I have no idea.
D-Light wouldn't know a video game if it jumped up and grabbed her in the D-Light.
Hold on. No, I played once with you at your house, the Lego Batman.
Oh, God.
What was that?
That was ridiculous. My wife just sat there and watched this unfold. And it was like trying to
It was
tutor.
hard. I couldn't do it.
It was ridiculous. It was a Lego game. I'm used to playing these high-tech, like Splinter Cell and all this stuff. Resident Evil. You got to figure this stuff out. D-Light couldn't figure out Lego Batman.
Are you kidding me?
No, because Robin's got like these big metal shoes, and you have to go up the side.
Robin had the magnetic
Batman,
boots. You have the piece that is up above. Obviously, there's a steel plate there, and you have to walk up and get the piece. Nope, D-Light would fall into like an acid bath.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. It was,
But like continuously.
Yeah, continuously.
And finally, he was just like, just give me your controller.
And people wonder why I drink.
You know, my son has Nintendo Switch. That's not on the list, huh?
Well, here you go. Funny you should say that. From the New York Post. Now, I'm sure this isn't going to lead to any irrational internet arguments out there, of course. But a new study by LG figured out, now it's not the game consoles. It's who's better at video games. People who play on Xbox or people who play on PlayStation.
Oh.
And now get this. It's based on their test results of reaction time, aiming at targets, and the answer is, come on, Q.
PlayStation.
Dre.
I'll say PlayStation. I don't know, but
Definitely not me.
It's Xbox players by a small but decisive margin.
Really?
So does that mean that Xbox is...
The players on Xbox are better
But
than
there's got to be a reason.
PlayStation. Well, it's all based upon, again, the results are reaction time and aiming at targets. So Xbox players, by a small but decisive margin, win this. On the bright side for both groups, they both beat out people who play video games on PC. I know a ton of them. There's a website out there. I'm not going to mention them, but it's absolutely the bomb for PC gaming is out there. And everyone has so little respect for Nintendo players and their skills that they weren't even included.
Wow. Wow.
I like Nintendo.
Dude, here's the thing. I remember I still have my original PlayStation 1.
You do?
And I still have my original Atari 2600.
Do you really?
That
Really?
still works.
That's so cool.
And I have like probably 10 or 12 games for
Do you
it.
have the paddles for it?
I do. I have the
That's so
entire
cool.
thing in its original case.
Wow.
Awesome.
That it came in. I've been playing, like, I remember when Pong came out. Like,
Right,
Pong
right.
was the jam. Like, it was like nobody had ever seen it before. And now video games are so real.
Oh, yeah.
And now you have the VR, the virtual reality set that you put over your eyes and you can put your phone in there. It's ridiculous. I haven't even seen one of those yet. I haven't tried one of those out.
Yeah.
But, me, I have to honestly say, I'm kind of with Q, man. I'm a PlayStation guy.
Well,
I'm sorry.
No, please.
What did we use when we were playing that Lego Batman?
That was my Xbox 360.
Oh.
That's what we used.
It was
We
the
were on
controller was really
Xbox.
difficult for me to
Yeah.
use.
Well, the
it
Xbox,
was very big.
You got to be dedicated
It was
to
large
it.
in
it
your
is large.
hand.
Yeah, it is.
I noticed you were fumbling with it in
I
your
normally
hand. It
don't
was
have
that
a problem
big.
with the size. It's where the buttons were located.
But you were fumbling with it.
I wasn't
It was
fumbling
fun
with
to
it.
watch. But it was pretty big in your little hands. Me personally, my wife, I love her to pieces. I really do. She got me PS4 for my birthday one year. That's it. I'm totally hooked.
Yeah.
I've had Sega Genesis.
Right.
I would play Sega until like 3, 4 in the morning.
Yep.
Go to sleep for like 4 or 5 hours, and then get up and go do the afternoon show at some radio station that I was working
Like
at.
I said, my son has a Nintendo Switch, and I've been playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, see, like the Mario games, that's the only place
You'd
that
be
you're going to play that.
surprised how far Mario Kart has come.
Do you know
Really?
what?
Serious?
I'll check it out.
It's so cool.
Do you know what got me to PlayStation was Resident Evil?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a great
Because
game. It's
you
a great
were
game.
not going to play that anywhere else but PlayStation.
Right.
I bought PlayStation 1 for the original Resident Evil, by the way, which I still have.
Wow.
The original Resident Evil and the original PlayStation. So, hey, man, take heart, PlayStation players out there. Xbox got you by a tiny bit, but don't worry about it. Coming up, saved by a beer. Is it possible? Andre's going to tell you on the Electric Radio Show.
Man, it's cold outside. Oh, it's so cold. Out. Wearing 20 jackets that I can't do without. Oh, it's so cold. Out. Deep chill I've got. I shiver a lot. I'm freezing my acorns off. Oh, it's so cold. Out. I hate this weather. My hands and toes are frostbitten when my skin's exposed.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Saved by a beer.
Saved by beer.
Oh, please tell me.
Yes. So there's a 48-year-old man, and he lives in Vietnam.
Oh.
And his name, I'm going to spell his name.
Bunga!
N-G-U, close, Jack. N-G-U-Y-E-N.
That's Gwen.
It's pronounced Nguyen.
Yeah.
Wow.
My father was in Vietnam for 2 years.
Well, damn, I'm impressed.
That's Gwen.
I'm seriously impressed with that,
N
Jack.
is silent.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, so anyway. You all right over there?
I'm good.
So
my soda's running out.
So the doctors saved this guy's life back on Christmas by pumping him full of beer.
What?
And I'm going to tell you why.
Pump me full of beer.
Here's what I don't think you need to. Here's what happened. Apparently, Huynh had been drinking alcohol, but not the kind that we normally drink. He was drinking methanol.
Ooh. What? Was he at a gas station?
Which is the kind used to make things like, formaldehyde, antifreeze, paint thinner, and gasoline.
What?
Now, why he was drinking methanol, we don't know.
Just getting ready to ask you.
Yeah, we don't know the answer to that question.
When? Why?
Yeah.
How?
When?
Whitten.
So we don't know why.
What is that, a family
We
guy?
do know when, but we don't know why.
We need Wheatons.
Wow.
So he was drinking methanol. So now beer is a different type of alcohol, as we all know.
Yeah.
It's an ethanol. And the doctors knew that if they fed this guy beer, it would keep his liver busy enough processing the ethanol to keep it from fully processing the methanol.
And his brain's so confused.
So the methanol would kill him. It would kill anybody if you drink methanol. So to keep this guy alive, they started pumping him full of beer. So they wound up pumping him full of 15 cans of beer, which gave them enough time to get the methanol out of his system. Again, how? Why? When? We don't know. But
when?
But this is how they did it.
When did this happen?
They gave him 15 cans of beer, and they were able to get the methanol out of his system, and it saved his life.
That is awesome. I'm glad
let me
they did
tell you
that.
something,
That's
man.
awesome.
That's quick thinking
By
from
drinking
the
beer.
doctors. But who was going to go after methanol?
Maybe it was a
I don't really
mistake.
understand it.
Maybe it was by accident. Or maybe he was poisoned.
Maybe it was by purpose.
I have a question.
Sure.
How does a hospital have 15 cans of beer?
Well, they may be
They probably ran out
conveniently
and grabbed
next door.
Who doesn't have 15 cans of beer readily available at all times?
At a hospital.
I mean, a hospital, though.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Hey, I'm going into surgery. Give me one of them.
But it's possible they sent somebody out to grab the
I'm
beer.
sure it is, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was really quick thinking.
That is quick thinking.
But needless to say, the guy's life was saved thanks to the beer.
Don't drink
And
methanol.
don't drink methanol. Just drink beer.
Well, what is that show? Oh, damn. Moonshiners.
Yeah, Moonshiners.
Did you ever watch that
I
show?
have watched that show.
You ever watch Q? You ever see Moonshiners?
It's an interesting show.
Never watched
Very interesting show. They would always tell you that
You learn a few things there on that
I
show.
learned a lot.
Sure did.
The top cut, like whatever comes out first, you got to get rid of that because you can go blind.
You don't be drinking that.
Don't be drinking that.
Don't be drinking the top cut.
That's right. And we got to make some Scotch bourbon whiskey. But I'm telling you, man, these people doing this stuff can actually kill you.
That's some serious stuff.
Crazy,
Yeah.
man. Well, kudos to the
It's like
hospital
drinking jet fuel.
for knowing to go the beer route. That's damn sure.
So
coming up,
we're happy for Win.
yeah, when, why, how? Coming up, listener email is on the way on the Electric Radio Show.
Friday in effect, and you're pretty beat, I bet. It's been one tough week, you've hit your peak, and you've earned your paycheck. But now this week is over, and it's a little fun you're seeking. Your grin is wide, and I know why. Look out, here come the weekend. You know what I'm saying? That weekend's gonna be a monster, y'all.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got some wonderful people for you.
All you mommies and daddies out there who complain to the radio station, I got something to say to you.
And the first thing you gotta do is say the call letters properly. Okay?
It's an incredible metamorphosis of love and emotion and sensitivity and tenderness and fun and joy and happiness.
Did you know that this show represents help and hope?
The Electric Radio Show.
It's the what the hell? I didn't even get it's the Electric Radio Show out, and they're firing off.
Huh?
I didn't say. Was I mean to them?
No,
in the booth.
No. I didn't think so.
I don't think so either. All right. Well, you're a little early. Better early than late. It all depends on what you're doing. It's listener email time. Today is from Britt in Tuckahoe, New York. Dear Studio ERS, I know most of your listener emails are rather racy. No.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
But I have a serious dilemma, and I need some of your impartial guidance. When I was 15, I was involved with PJ. He was 19. My parents were fiercely against our relationship as they felt I was too young and he was too old. We snuck around for months. It was the 80s. No cell phones, no social media. You can get away with things like that. It was the most passionate relationship I had ever had until I got pregnant. He wanted me to have the baby and we would get married. I knew that would never work. I wanted to be a nurse, and becoming a mom was not something I wanted to do at that point in my life. My parents wanted me to have an abortion, but I just couldn't. So they sent me to live with my aunt upstate, and when I had the baby, I put it up for adoption.
Wow.
PJ never forgave me, and we never spoke again. Wow, that's serious. I just recently was contacted by our daughter. Jen is 30 years old and a school teacher, and she was raised by the most wonderful people. Meeting her for the first time was stressful. My family has been remarkably supportive during all of this. I think now I need to tell PJ that our daughter Jen wants to meet him. PJ has become a popular community activist, well known for his family values. I'm worried about what he might say when he meets our daughter, and I don't want her to feel rejection. My mom thinks I should let Jen contact him and for me to stay out of it. I feel like I need to be the one to reach out to him. My husband is supportive no matter what I decide to do. I'd like to be the one to introduce PJ to our daughter. Should I stay involved, or should I just give Jen the info about her father and let her deal with it? Britt in Tuckahoe, New York.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This is a conundrum, as we say in the biz. D, you're going last.
All right.
Q.
She should stay out of it. She says she should mind her business and stay out of it.
Does she give Jen the info?
Yes, I would give her the info, let that initiate, and if they want her to be involved, then let her get involved. But she needs to stay out of it because it seems like she's trying to control the hurt or the pain or the situation or trying to recover her guilt or bad feeling.
Is she trying to get back with PJ?
That didn't come to my thoughts, but that could be a possibility. Not going to argue that. But she should stay out of it because there's nothing good that's going to come out of it by her being involved. Nothing good at all.
Dre.
I agree with Sacred Owl on that. I think that, she should give her the information and kind of stay out of it. And, maybe say, look, this could go either way. I don't know. But here's the information. But here's what's interesting about this is the way she described the relationship in this email, how it was so passionate. And it's just interesting, because maybe she is thinking something like that. The way she kind of does, if she's not thinking that, why would she describe it so passionate? And it was the 80s and we snuck around.
It was a setup to give you enough background on what was going. It wasn't two people that met in a bar and hooked up in a car.
I had a baby with my ex-boyfriend. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it was love there.
It's interesting to me. But anyway, I thoroughly agree with Sacred Owl. I think give her the information and, kind of back off.
All right. D.
I disagree with both of these guys.
Oh boy.
Now, first of all, I don't think that...
Give her a chia head.
I don't think that... I think that she described it as passionate because I think she wanted to make sure that, like you said, it wasn't just some hookup.
Yeah.
That it was... they were in love. They were,
See, my parents were fiercely against our relationship as they felt I was too young and he was too old. Says we snuck around for months. It was the 80s, no cell phones, no social media. We can get away with things like that. It was the most passionate relationship I ever had.
I think that she should tell PJ, because if PJ is this well-known community person, you don't want to send the daughter there on her own and risk having her get rejected. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. I
So
respect that.
I think that, what's her name? Britt? Okay.
Britt.
I think that she could kind of act almost as a buffer, just in case, because we don't know what PJ's reaction is going to be.
And here's the thing. I tend to agree with you, is that she should extend the olive branch, let PJ know what's going on, and kind of get the feel of how his reaction is towards the whole thing. Because I look at it this way. It's, oh God, how many years later now? I mean,
she said, what, she's like 30 or something?
yeah, she's in her 30s. I mean, if you're a dude and you fathered a child and you happen to find out, hey, look, you not only had a baby, which he knew about in the 80s, because obviously he wanted to marry her and have the kid, but she's a school teacher, and I would think that for Britt to say, hey, PJ, our daughter wants to get in touch with you, and if he turned out to be a total jerk to the girl, to the daughter,
Well, that's
that
what I'm
would
saying.
be like crushing, I would think, to her. So yeah, I would say go ahead, Britt. Give PJ the heads up, and then turn it over to Jen, and let her handle it from there.
And you never know.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe PJ is.
But I don't know, Britt. I think you still got feelings for PJ.
I don't think that at all.
I think she does, just a little bit. I'm not saying that she's going to leave her husband.
I mean, come
for
on,
her.
you always love your first love a little bit.
PJ.
PJ.
Look
I
at
always
you,
thought
PJ.
all these years PJ stood for pajamas, but hey, that's just me.
Maybe it does.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, if you got a listener email, you want to send it off to us, shoot it out to us, studioers@gmail.com. Subject line, listener email.
We
Britt,
take racy ones or serious ones.
Britt, we hope that helped you out. Coming out. Andre Kane. You never know.
Wow.
I meant that was actually a combination of coming up and also helping you out. Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac on the Electric Radio Show.
Welcome to the show. Cold outside?
Blizzard making its way up the East Coast.
2 to 4 inches per hour, dumping 3 feet.
It is already dangerous out there.
Bone chilling in the morning, clear and present danger in the afternoon.
Sloppy, slushy mess.
Those of you who had plans to fly, cancellations in the Northeast have a ripple effect.
They call me chilly because I got ice in my veins.
I don't understand what all the complaining is about. I saw a Disney movie about everything being covered in ice.
There could be some ice around, too.
Talk about ice cold.
Bone-chilling temperatures and frigid winds blowing across the U.S.
It feels colder in Chicago with a wind chill of -10 than on the surface of Mars.
It's so cold! The negative double-digit temperatures felt across much of the Midwest and Northeast this new year are breaking century-old records. 60 degrees below zero.
The winter.
Every state, except Hawaii, had at least one area reporting a below freezing temperature this morning.
The cold has now spread to my special place.
It is colder today in Dallas, Texas than it is in Anchorage, Alaska.
America's ice age has begun.
What's the matter? You guys cold?
Oh man, that's cold. It's freezing.
If we don't do something soon, we'll all freeze to death.
The cold is making everybody crankier.
You have no idea what I'm going through. I'm freezing! You're as cold as ice!
Ice, baby.
Runaway warming pushed the planet into an ice age.
Igloos and Eskimos and penguins and ice.
Baby, it's cold outside.
It's completely frozen.
Cold, 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 cold.
The following radio show would never stuff an elf into a snowblower unless he really had it coming.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
Can somebody tell me what kind of a world we live in? Where a man dressed up as a bat gets all of my press. This town needs an enema.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
bastard.
You can't handle the truth.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Yes, we were born. It's the Electric Radio Show.
Our tribute to the great Jack Nicholson. Is there anything that he's done where he isn't great in it?
No, nothing.
I can't think of a single thing that Jack Nicholson has done where it wasn't good.
Even the movie Anger Management, which is like when did that movie come out? Like in the
early 2000s, I want to say.
That's a good movie too with Adam Sandler.
D-Light. What was the movie he did with Helen Hunt?
Oh, As Good as It Gets.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Another great movie. Total chick flick.
That movie sucked.
No, man. Jack Nicholson is just
he's like a great actor.
He's like, I mean, I think he's undersold because people always say De Niro, Pacino, this, that, and the other. No. Jack Nicholson, I don't think there's ever been a bad movie that he's ever done. Man.
I agree.
So Jack Nicholson, we love you on the Electric Radio Show for sure. Somebody else we love, Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac. He's coming up next on the Electric Radio Show.
It's late in the evening. She's got curlers in her hair. She's wearing no makeup. She knows you want it, but she don't care. In bed she'll turn over. You're out of luck, no dice. And you say, darling, you are so ice cold tonight.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the Electric Radio Show. How you doing?
To have a radio station everyone loves.
I love them a lot.
It's the Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Again, they're early.
I love them. I
don't know, man. Somebody's interfering for their job. That's what I think.
Oh, maybe they're just, kissing up to you because they know they've been screwing up.
I don't care.
Well, I know you don't, but, maybe.
If you want to kiss up to me, bring me a drink. That's kissing up.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Hit the music early. I really don't care. But I'll tell you what. It's time to get your metaphysic on. Here's Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac.
We have a lot of interesting transits going on this week.
All right.
Venus is semi-square to Pluto, which that means this influence. Yeah, semi-square.
Is it ready for entry?
Yeah, it's possibly. Who knows? Cool. Yes. This influence can point out some underlying tensions in social interaction. So be very mindful of your circle of friends. People are very quick to get offended with whatever you say. So stay away from the topics of politics and religion and having an opinion about the girl's dress, whatever the case may be.
D-Light, should I just keep my mouth shut then?
Maybe you should just take the week off and just stay in bed.
I think so.
That's cool. I can deal with that.
I definitely will agree with the light on that one because feelings of jealousy and possessiveness run so close to the surface that others can almost feel the heat and tension that's coming from other people. So, if you are successful at something, don't share it this week. Share it next week, because people are just going to, throw water on your fire,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just keep it that. Mercury is conjunct Saturn, so our ability to concentrate and focus is enhanced now. So if you have any plans or anything that you want to put together, this is a great week to put together. Remember, well, you may not remember, last week I said to you guys, put a plan in action, but don't put it into action. Well, this is the week to put it into action. So as you're putting it into action, things will start to fall right into place.
So let me get this right. Hold on. Let me stop you for a second.
Sure.
If you have a plan, put it into action this week. Just don't say anything about it.
Bingo.
There you go.
See, you all think I'm stupid.
Jack's listening.
I got you. I'm here.
No, you're not stupid.
All right.
You're not stupid
I know
at all.
I'm not stupid.
I know you're
I'm
not.
slow-witted.
You know, Delight may have a different opinion, but you're not stupid.
I've heard some Southerners refer to me as being kicked in the head by a mule. I don't know what that means.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about that one.
The boy is dumb.
You were talking about that. Jupiter squares Neptune, so that's the kick in the head by a mule.
Oh, okay.
Transit. So we may be misled easily under the influence by others. So stop being unrealistic. Look at things from a realistic point of view. Pay attention, because people are going to try to get things by you, and you're going to be like, how did that get by me? Because you got kicked in the head
by a mule.
There you go, and didn't pay attention to it. So you want to make sure that you deal with routine. Routine's going to seem very boring, but it's very safe this week, including routines as you're doing a new plan, like we talked about.
Okay.
Develop a routine into it, so you'll be more.
So, what kind of plan are we talking about? Like a business venture?
It could be a business venture. It could be a vacation you want to take. It could be fixing your house. It's a plan.
Okay.
And don't talk about it, because it's a plan of abundance. It's not a plan of something being taken away.
So just do it. Just don't say anything about it.
Right. And pay attention, because you may run into people who are going to try to, like, let's say you want to get a new patio put in. They might overcharge you.
Or the neighbor is going to try to jump your glory.
Right.
And put in a bigger, better patio than what you wanted to do.
That or report you, so now you have to go get a variance or whatever the case may be.
Gotcha.
Because that's the type of jealousy that's going on right now.
Keep your plans on the DL this week.
Right. And it's that old line, don't talk your blessings away.
Gotcha. All right.
And so that's basically what you want to do. So now the sun is sextile Chiron. Chiron is actually...
Sun is sex and what?
Chiron. It's like a comet. Goes around.
Sun has sex with a comet. Well, that makes sense. They're both on fire.
That is sextile, but okay.
Okay.
So an opportunity to find a sense of purpose or a mission, which goes along with the plans. So this is a great week to find purpose, to look at things, to create a plan, to knock yourself out, but to be quiet about it as you're doing it. Okay. And
it all ties in.
There you go. And pay attention to what people are saying. So now a sun also now is squaring Uranus.
Oh, well, gee whiz. Get in line. Because if it comes to squaring Uranus, I've been having people squaring off on me for a month.
Oh, yeah. So,
and I've been keeping my mouth shut.
So you can't expect much of anything when the sun squares Uranus.
Yeah, you're damn right. We say, ouch, that's about it.
Except the unexpected. So just be mindful of that.
Which would be, ooh.
Right, yeah, ooh. And just be sure that, this is a week where people are going to disrupt you. So that goes along with what I was saying. Don't speak about things. Don't share nothing. Keep your mouth shut. Just do your plan and get into it, because that sun squaring Uranus is going to create a lot of chaos and a lot of issues going on with that.
So don't leave Uranus vulnerable.
Yeah, really don't do that. So.
Cool.
And now the sun's going to go into Aquarius this week, and this is a time when your path of self-development and expression becomes more and more unusual. So you're going to think of some crazy things while you're planning, great ideas. They're going to work. Pay attention to it and make sure that it work for you, and make sure you apply it to your best of your ability. Okay. And the other one I want to share with you guys, Pluto in Capricorn. This is a new phase that dawns for you. The pursuit of social and political power and status has a way of seeming necessary, and things people are going to actually join in with. If you have a good idea, they're going to join in with you, but share your idea next week. Not this week, because this energy will work for you. And then we got Susan from Boston.
All right, Beantown.
Yes,
love Boston.
Yes.
I really do. There's a lot of New Yorkers that hate, and I think it's because of sports.
Yeah, I think it's
I love Boston.
I love Boston
it
too, but I just think it's small. It's
tiny
hard to get
with
around.
a lot of people.
Very difficult to get around.
That's the only thing about Boston. But I love Boston too.
It's like, to me, it's like a fraction of New York City with the same population.
Yeah, that's a great way of looking at it. That's a great way of looking at it.
I love it, though.
Yeah. And she asks about cancer. So she said, don't let any comment or somebody else's attitude shock you or surprise you in any way. Cancers, be very mindful that you don't take in what people are saying. Don't bring it into your heart. Don't take it personally, and tell them to mind their business or just ignore them, and you will do fine this week. Now, remember, February, this is going to be happening up to mid-February. So stand up for yourself, stand your ground, and make sure that if you have an opinion, share it, but be mindful of how you share it.
All right. There you go, Susan. Great advice from the Zodiac Maniac, Sacred Owl.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Q. And again, if you want to get a hold of Sacred Owl, go to theelectricradioshow.com. He's got his own page. And catch Real Talk with Sacred Owl, all back, all new. And it could be words of wisdom for you. It may start your day off pretty nice, so you want to check it out. It's all at theelectricradioshow.com. Coming up, listener email is done. There you go. Shows you how much I've had to drink during the show. Actually, social shout-outs. Coming up next on The Electric Radio Show.
TheElectricRadioshow.com.
Can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Today's show is brought to you by that bottle of soy sauce in the back of your fridge since 2008. Face it, dude. You'll never finish it.
All across America, food banks, churches, civic groups, and others are reaching out to those affected by the government shutdown. But there's still one need that has yet to be addressed. Introducing Uber Ho. Much like Uber Eats, Uber Ho works in conjunction with local strip clubs, escort services, and truck stops. One tap of the app and you'll get the best 3 minutes of your day delivered right to your door. Relieve stress, enjoy life. And since Uber Ho is fully funded by the United States government, you'll be doing to it what the government is doing to you. Tied up in knots, would you like to be? Try Uber Ho.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's give you guys a little bit of love for loving us all week long on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's social shout-outs. Facebook, we're going to start in Gap, Pennsylvania with Beholden Bridal. In Germantown, New York, we have Rhonda Miller. And get this, in Ethiopia.
Wow.
Wow. I hope I get your name right, man. It's Neb Mengensti from Ethiopia.
Right.
Thank you so much.
How cool is that?
That is awesome.
Amazing.
Q, top name. Mengsty?
Mengsty, yes.
All right,
Mengsty.
Ned Mengsty in Ethiopia. Thanks so much for following us on Facebook, on Twitter. From San Juan, Puerto Rico, we have Juan Carlos. And in Colorado, we have Adirondack Authority Outdoor Furniture. And in New York City, I love New York City, Ashton Salazar. Thank you so much for the love on Twitter. And on Instagram, from Catskill, New York, we have George Stevenson. From Vacaville, California, we have, get this, the Vacaville PD.
All right. Yeah.
I think they're just waiting for us to come out there to put the cuffs on us. That's what I think it is. And in Florida, we have Limbotics Motorsports. All right.
All right.
Thank you for the love on Instagram. We love it. We love hearing from you guys out there. Absolutely. If you want to get some love just like that, all you have to do is go to the one-stop shop for everything ERS. And that's theelectricradioshow.com. Click, like, love, share. All of our social media is there. Who knows? You could be getting the next social shout out. Going to close things up. Coming up next on the Electric Radio Show.
We're ending the show, and we hope you enjoyed it very much. Many things transpired here today, and we hope you stick around for whoever's next, because they're really, really, really good as well.
All right, big finish.
Show's over, folks.
That's it. Go home, everybody. None of this ever happened. Well, kids, that's our show for today. And now, in the words of Mr. Cole Porter.
It's over. Bye-bye from us to you.
This concludes our broadcast day.
And that's going to do it.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, man, thanks for all of the submissions for being the next news person for the Electric Radio Show. And we're not goofing on anybody. No. Trust me when I tell you, man, we're humbled. We're honored by your submissions. And again, if you want to send one off, studioers@gmail.com, subject line, news person. Let us know that that's what you're emailing us about, and we'll look. But, dude, there's like one standout, one real big standout that, I don't know, in my opinion, could be the next news person. I think we'll give you guys...
I'm excited.
...until the next show.
I want to hear it.
Just send them in. Get them in quick. studioers@gmail.com, subject line, news person. Because on the next show, I'm announcing the name of the next news person.
All right, cool.
All right.
How's that? And then the following week, that news person will start. Because without having the headlines, this sucks.
It does. Well, I mean, you know, it's like something's missing.
I got to have my headlines, man. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another Electric Radio Show. As always, thank you to our first responders, police, fire, EMS, and dispatchers. Thank you for what you do for your communities every single day to keep everybody safe. And to the greatest fighting force this world has ever known, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. Thank you for what you do for everyone around the globe to keep us all safe from tyranny, oppression, and terrorism. Take care, be well, have a great week. We're back here in a little over 6 days. Don't worry about it. We'll be here with another Electric Radio Show.
Take care. God bless.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you to all our troops. God bless America.
Here to perform our national anthem, United States Navy veteran and national recording artist, Dave Bray, USA.